Hey everyone, welcome to another review. Here's my review for The Northman. Yes, got early access to this movie. So excited to talk about it. The Northman. This stars Alexander Skarsgard, Anya Taylor-Joy, Bill Skarsgard, Willem Dafoe, Nicole Kidman, and Ethan Hawke. And this movie is directed by Robert Eggers, who did The Witch and did The Lighthouse. He's 2 for 2, but now is he 3 for 3? You betcha sweet ass he is. The Northman. This movie's fucking awesome. This movie's great. I loved it. The Northman, the story of the Northman, it's a Viking story, which is amazing. Like, huge fan of like Vikings and shit like that. Haven't watched the show Vikings, but like I love like Assassin's Creed Valhalla and shit like that, and just the whole idea of Vikings and all the whole mythology of it, and all of it's just cool. The story of this movie is about Prince Amith. And basically, his father is like brutally murdered, and his mother's kidnapped by the murderer. And then decades later, he trains himself to be the most like ultimate and grotesque and bloody Viking you can ever see. And then he's on a quest to save his mother and kill the man who killed his father. This movie has a big cast. Again, like I said, a huge cast, epic story, and it's directed by Robert Eggers. Like, Robert Eggers is such a talented filmmaker, and he makes such weird, bizarre, dark, brutal films, all of which I've enjoyed. I enjoyed The Witch. The Lighthouse was really good. The Northman, this might be his best movie. I loved The Lighthouse. I thought The Lighthouse was so good. Might be his best. This movie is so brutal, and it holds nothing back, and it's awesome. Just awesome. Like, I had a blast this one. This movie has some balls on it, man. Like, it goes out there, man, and it's wicked, man. Alexander Skarsgård is amazing. He's so good in this movie. He's so like he's just grotesque. He's violent. He's borderline sociopathic at times, and he's so entertaining. I tell you, he had a lot of fun with this role, and it was a lot of fun to watch. He was great. I loved it. The standouts for me were Anya Taylor-Joy and Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe probably gives the best performance. He is so good in this movie. And I really liked Anya Taylor-Joy a lot. I loved her character. I really enjoyed her performance. And yeah, she's fantastic. She's absolutely fantastic. I would love to see like an Oscar nomination. She's like that good. And I loved her in this movie. And I even liked Ethan Hawke. And Bill Skarsgård was not very big, but Nicole Kidman. I think Bjork is in the movie too. Everyone's good. Like, and it looks fantastic. The shots were fantastic. The lighting is so brilliantly done. The tone is so bleak and dark. The music, the score is amazing. The costumes, production, this movie just looks amazing. I feel like when you watch this movie, it feels like you're in the Viking times. You're in this like time period, in this place, in this story with this character on this grotesque revenge story. And it's not a plot that's like original or anything. Like, shit like this has been done. It's pretty much almost like, in a way, Hamlet, the story of Hamlet. But it's just done with such craft and such technique and just so much, passion put into this. Like, Eggers is such a great filmmaker. The shots are so beautifully laid out. The lighting is just so amazing. The music and the performances and just how just balls out insane the movie gets. It's just, this movie just screams Robert Eggers. Like, he's one of definitely my top favorite modern filmmakers. I know a lot of people like Yorgos Lanthimos and Ari Aster and stuff. I can't stand those guys. I think they're very pretentious and overrated. Never was a fan of any of them. There's a few other modern ones I don't love. Like, even Greta Gerwig, I don't love her as a filmmaker either. But Robert Eggers, I love. Him and Denis Villeneuve are like some of my favorite modern filmmakers, and Eggers just proves once again he's a he's a force to be reckoned with when it comes to filmmaking. This is kick ass. This movie, I loved it. This movie was like 2 hours and like 18 minutes, and it flew by. Like, I was having so much fun with this movie, and I loved the story, and I loved the writing and the pacing. I was in love. I loved it. It's not every day I actually like love a movie. Like, so many movies nowadays are just so boring and bland and forgettable and generic and just unoriginal. This movie was great. It was like when I watched last year, The Tragedy of Macbeth. I really enjoyed that film. Similar to this movie it was fun, and it was cool, and it was so well, like, it was so well made, and just, wow, I know some people are going to hate this movie. They're going to find it a little grotesque and problematic, but I highly recommend it. Are there flaws? Yes. There's a couple moments in the third act that I wish went a certain way. Like, there's a couple moments here and there. I'm not going to spoil it. This movie doesn't come up for a few weeks, so I'm not going to spoil a scene in this movie. But there's a couple things that happen in the third act that just, I would have done a little differently. Again, I'm not the filmmaker here, but there's a few things like, okay, it's fine, I guess. I would have done that a little different, but whatever. And there's a scene in the middle of the movie that gets a little weird. I'm just like, wait, what? that doesn't make sense. But other than that, the movie's great. I highly recommend it. Northman, definitely check it out. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give The Northman, I'm going to go 9.5 out of 10. Like, I'm not going to go a perfect 10 out of 10 yet. It's not quite there, but maybe in time it will be. But definitely best movie of the year so far. It's fantastic. So yeah, in the comment section, please tell me what is your favorite Robert Eggers movie, and are you excited for The Northman? Let me know in the comment section below. Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like, subscribe to the channel, and join the dark side.